Hello ladies and gentlemen, Gamer Guide 7 Aces here, and today is super important as I am revealing leaked plot details for Sonic Forces. Now just to make myself clear, this is not a joke, this is not another April Fool's, it's not late April Fool's, this is late May. I'm recording this now, so rest assured, this is completely legitimate, this is real. If not 100% real, it is 99.9% real in my eyes. Alright, now, there have been many rumors about Sonic Forces. The main rumor has been the whole thing about Tails being dead, or Tails dying in Sonic Forces. Many people have used this in jokes. Matter of fact, Aaron Weber yesterday in the live stream said that Tails dies. Now, I'm here to confirm that that is not true. Obviously, that is a joke. Tails is not dead in Sonic Forces. None of the characters that we know are dead in Sonic Forces. So I just want to get that out of the way before you guys think that I'm pulling your legs. This has actually been leaked since last year, July 23rd, 2016 by a guy named Larry. Now, this must have been back then. None of us took him seriously because I am shocked and surprised that no one has picked this up since then. I thought this was a new discovery, but this was posted July 23rd, 2016, which means that nobody believed him at the time. But everything he said last year has come to pass. Alright, let me quote him. He says, "So, period. Yes, this is not considered a sequel. A lot of us thought before that this was Sonic Generations 2. Obviously, by now, we know it's not a sequel." He also says, "However, just the other day, I predicted this. I'll give you some more fun tidbits. The story plays on a reality where Sonic disappears, and the world goes to shit, basically." Another thing I want to add, guys, is that also my theory on Project Sonic 2017, which is now called Sonic Forces, about the whole time loop paradox. Yeah, rest in peace, RIP that theory, because that is completely far from the truth. Like wow. And I put so much effort in that whole speculation theory, but what I'm about to reveal to you is nothing to do with time loop paradox or time travel, not that we know of. Matter of fact, I really think the plot here is similar to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And it also has some undertone themes of like The Dark Knight Rises. If you guys have seen that movie, the sequel to The Dark Knight, then let me know in the comments. But yeah, this game really feels like Zelda Breath of the Wild, at least the beginning. Just when you thought Sega wasn't copying from Zelda again. I mean, people said that Sonic always copies from Zelda, like, with Sonic Unleashed, Twilight Princess, but that's besides the point. Now he says, this game has 3 playable characters, both Sonics and a new character named Buddy. Buddy is an original character that you create. So you see, he said this back in July 23rd, and he was right. Obviously, Buddy was a working title name. It's called Custom Hero. But he was completely correct about that. He says, who is actually the first character which you'll play as, and you join the Resistance, made up of Sonic's friends, Knuckles, Amy, the Chaotix, etc. Now, he says here that you'll be playing as the Custom Hero first. That is why Custom Hero was in the front and center of the trailer. The Custom Hero is virtually the main character in this story. And he says, and yes, no Tails. Tails has given up and only joins the fight when Sonic is saved. Sounds like a bad fanfic, right? Hell no. In my opinion, it sounds like a great story. He said, well, you'll see down the road that this is true. Unfortunately, very, very true. Now, not sure if it has been changed, but the working title was Sonic Wars. The previous title for this game was Sonic Wars, kind of like Star Wars, but Sega changed it to Sonic Forces, which I think sounds better and less of a ripoff. So, people didn't take this guy Larry seriously, and honestly, I wouldn't have taken him seriously too. Because he also didn't sound happy writing this. He seemed bummed. But that was then, this is now. So Tails is not dead. Tails is missing. By the way, Tails doesn't want to be found. Because it's like he has given up. Because Sonic is missing. Now, it plays on a reality where Sonic disappears. So the world goes to shit coincidentally when Sonic disappears. I think Dr. Eggman is behind this. Now, I haven't played the whole game of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but I do know the intro cutscene. And it starts with Link waking up. He wakes up 100 years later. And by that time, his whole world, or Hyrule, whatever it's called, has gone to shit. Ganon has taken over a lot of the places. And that's the general synopsis. So I don't know who put him to sleep. I don't know if it was Ganon, but you guys can fill me in on all that. I don't know much about Zelda lore. I just knew that the beginning was pretty intriguing. So I'm assuming that is what happens to Sonic. Something has happened to him. I'm pretty sure Dr. Eggman has put Sonic and Tails out of commission. He might have transported Sonic to a different dimension where Sonic has mysteriously disappeared, and also Tails being discouraged in Sonic's absence has also gone into hiding. What Eggman did is pretty brilliant, because with there being no Sonic and no Tails, there's no one to stop him. Sure, you got Sonic's friends, but I think it's pretty much established that Sonic's friends are incompetent as hell. But anyway, so Eggman has been able to take over Sonic's world because Sonic isn't there to fight. That is why you have the Resistance, and that is why this reminds me of The Dark Knight Rises, because it's all about resisting Bane and his forces. You know, while Batman is you know, in the Lazarus pit, or because his back was broken by Bane. So you have many people try to resist Bane and his forces, and Bane will continuously get them down, push them down, but they will always get back on their feet and try to fight. And it was all about the resistance, fight back until Batman came back and gave them hope. That is what this whole game Sonic Forces is looking like, and it totally makes sense now. Join the Resistance, because I'm like, wait, Sonic and Tails have never needed the Resistance or Freedom Fighters to help them before. They've always been able to, you know, foil Eggman's plans and defeat him by themselves. You know, maybe with a friend or two, but it's always been the both of them primarily. But this time, Eggman, whatever secret weapon or whatever he used to put Sonic out of commission, make him missing. I bet his friends think he's dead too, which completely discouraged Tails and made him also go into hiding or disappear. So it's just you, the custom hero, or Buddy as the guy called it before, who is the main character in this game, it seems, or at least in the first half or the beginning. And I'm sure it takes place in Park Avenue. Now, that modern gameplay we saw of Modern Sonic in Park Avenue, I think that is the first level of Modern Sonic. I think he comes back to his reality, or he wakes up like Link or whatever, and he sees his whole world in ruin. He has to now fight back, join forces with the custom hero to take back his world. Now, I don't know where Classic Sonic fits in this story, because Larry only talks about Modern Sonic and custom hero, so I don't know what this happens to Classic Sonic, but I gotta tell you guys, Classic Sonic is looking more and more to be the third wheel of this entire game. I really feel like he's just the third wheel, like the Wonder Woman of Batman v Superman. But we'll see, man. Time will tell. We will see. But what do you guys think? This is legit. I have to say this is 99% real. I won't go and say 100% because we can never predict the future. But hey, this guy was right. He wrote this back in freaking July. He was right about the whole 3 playable characters. He was right about the custom character, and so he has to be right about Tails, and he has to be right about Sonic. So what do you guys think? This is legit, and I am shocked nobody has talked about this. Like, goddamn guys, Sonic tubers, you've been slacking, man. You've been slacking. Alright guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. This is huge, man. Like, I love this story even more. This is like, I can totally understand why Sega has been messing with us, trolling us, saying Tails is dead, because now we have that mindset. We'll be playing the game and we'll be like, oh, I see what's going on here. I see the bigger picture. But yeah, this story does not, I refuse to believe that Pontac and Graf are writing the story. They might be translating the original story, which was written in Japan, but I don't think they're really writing the story. This story seems too dark and serious to have jokes in it. There's nothing funny about Sonic disappearing for who knows if it's even been years that he's been missing, and Tails, there's nothing funny about that. You know, this is even darker than the Deadly Six and Lost World. But alright guys, enough of my rambling. Let me know in the comments what you think. But alright, until next time, swag out. Man, the hype continues growing, doesn't it?